Fire marshal limits the number of people in the room, and that we're already at the fire marshal limit. Hopefully nobody's going to start a fire or burn me in effigy or in real. So, yeah, but that's why. And we scheduled this series of town hall meetings about 3 months ago. The last time I did a town hall in Kennedale, I may have had 30 people show up. So we thought doing it in the city council chambers, there'd be plenty of room. And I am so happy a lot of you are here. I apologize that we can't get you all in the room. So it's a good thing. And as I told Channel 5, democracy works when the people are involved. And there's no question that you folks are involved. So thank you for being here. Have a couple of rules. I'm going to talk a little bit at the beginning and explain to the best of my ability what's in this bill, if you're here to talk about the health care bill. When it comes time to the question and answer period, I'll just look around the room and point to people to stand up, tell me your name, where you're from, and try to give your question or comment in about 2 minutes. If you agree with something that somebody says, I don't mind you applauding and high-fiving and whatever. If you disagree, the person who has the floor has the right to their opinion. This is not a forum for you to get into an argument or a fist fight with somebody else in the room, unless it's me. Okay? Most of you are here to tell me something. Some of you may be here to listen to me and have something explained to you, but nobody is here to get into an argument with your neighbor. Okay? This is not a debating society between this lady on the front row and that gentleman in the back row. It is a town hall congressional forum for Congressman Joe Barton, and I will not tolerate you getting into an argument with somebody else in the room, unless it's me. You have every right to disagree with what I say, and that's democracy and the First Amendment and the right to petition to Congress for redress of grievances. This is not a debating society between this side of the room and that side of the room. Everybody understand that? Okay, good. Now, let's talk. I assume that we don't have to talk just about health care. We can talk about the deficit, we can talk about cap and trade, we can talk about defense policy, we can talk about anything you want to talk about. But my guess is most of you are here because of health care. How many are here because of your concern about the health care plan? And let the record show that almost every, not every, but almost every hand. I am the ranking Republican on the Energy and Commerce Committee. I'm the former chairman of the Energy and Commerce Committee. The Energy and Commerce Committee is the committee of primary jurisdiction for health care. This particular bill that's beside me on this flow chart, about 75 or 80% of that is under the jurisdiction of the committee that I serve on as a senior Republican. So I will just start off and let's just clear the air. I am adamantly opposed to this bill. I'm not undecided. I'm not considering it. I helped offer 60 amendments to it in committee. We were able to get 5 amendments accepted. I led the fight to organize votes against it. I'm leading the fight with several other members to organize opposition to it on the House floor if it comes up for a vote. Having said that, this is the bill, at least in the version of the Democratic leadership of the House, that the President of the United States says he wants. And so I want to go through it very quickly, explain it, and then take your questions and comments on it. Everybody should have had a chance to get a copy of this when you came in. So I want you to look at that. The part of the bill that gets most of the political coverage is a little purple circle down in the bottom that says Public Health Plan. Now if you'll notice something, that is one of about 50 or 60 parts of the bill. You can cover the Public Health Plan up, be for it or against it, and still have the rest of this stuff to consider. Everything in white, whether it's a circle, an oval, or a square, or a rectangle, is current law and current policy programs. Medicaid for low income, S-chip for children, Medicare for seniors, the Institute of Medicine. These are all existing entities or existing federal or state programs. Everything else on your chart is new. It would become law if we pass this. So again, we can have a debate about whether there should be a public plan or not be a public plan. But set that aside, and let me give you 4 or 5 reasons that I oppose this. First, there's a mandate that you have to buy health insurance, whether you want to or not. 18-year-old just out of high school, thinking you're bulletproof, you're going to have to buy a plan. And if the Health Choices Administrator decides that every plan in America covers pregnancy, and you're an 18-year-old male, you're going to have to pay for that coverage, whether you want to or not. If the Health Choices Administration decides that abortion should be covered and publicly subsidized, you're going to have to take that as a part of your coverage, whether you want to or not. So I oppose the plan because of the mandate for individuals. I oppose the plan because of the mandate that every employer provides health insurance. Now, most employers do, but a lot of employers don't. Some employers think it's more important that you have a job than it is that you have health insurance. Let's take an example. That if the Health Choices Administrator decides that the health insurance should cover everything conceivable, and that the best rate they can get for that is $12,000 a year. Now, $12,000 a year today is an above average, but not a Cadillac, health insurance plan. The plan that I'm a part of is a Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas plan that's available for every federal employee. And the Blue Cross Blue Shield plan that I'm a member of and covered by costs about $12,000 a year. I pay about $375 a month, and my employer, which is the federal government, which is you, pays the balance, which is about $625 a month. That's the plan that I'm a part of. Now, you're a small business. You have 5 employees. You gross maybe $600,000 or $700,000 a year in your business. You're mandated to provide health insurance that costs $12,000 a person. That's more than your profits. You're probably going to opt out of that mandate and put your people in the public plan and pay the 8% per employee tax. If your average employee makes $40,000 a year, 8% times 40,000 is $3,200. So, when the president says if you have your current health insurance and you like it, you're going to get to keep it, he hadn't read the bill. Because if you mandate a health insurance package, it's over $8,000 or $9,000, most employers are going to drop the plans that you would like and force you into the public plan. That's basic economics. Okay, so I oppose the plan because of the employer mandate. Look at this Health Benefits Advisory Committee right here. The little blue box doesn't seem like a big deal. Health Benefits Advisory Committee is going to determine what the health benefit package should be for every American. And then they're going to go over here and talk to this little box is the Comparative Effectiveness Research Commission. This little box looks even less offensive than this box. But this box says we're going to go out and determine, what works and what doesn't work, and we're going to advise this, and then this box that if you're over 60 years old, you may not be eligible for certain procedures. Because as a society, we've determined that you're